I'm Amy Cassandra Martinez with Hollywood First Look Features, and we're on the Paramount lot for the 10th Annual Kids in the Spotlight Awards. Let's take a first look. Celebrating its 10-year anniversary, the Kids in the Spotlight Gala recognized young filmmakers in the foster care system who use filmmaking as an artistic expression of their lives. The unique organization provides a platform for foster care youth to tell their stories. Over the last decade, KiTS has curated 80 short films, and each year their accomplishments are feted at a gala screening and presentation.
Hi, my name's Ariel Winter, and let's take a first look.
So Kids in the Spotlight is a great way for kids to be able to have a creative outlet. What was that first creative outlet for you?
Well, I mean, I started acting at 4, so I think it's probably filmmaking as well. And I think the organization means so much to so many people and to me because it is so important to have an outlet. It is so important to feel like you can be creative and to do something and to feel empowered. And I think it's really beautiful to be able to do that, to give them, the hope and the feeling that, they can do whatever they want to do. We can all in our lives do anything that we want to do as long as we apply ourselves to it and they're getting the tools to be able to do that. Yeah, and I think that's something that's really special and really beautiful. And even if they don't go into entertainment, one day, they've had the opportunity to try different things, to know what they are interested in, know what they want to do, and they've had the tools to work towards that. And that's a really beautiful thing because it doesn't just have to be in filmmaking, and this is specifically about filmmaking, but it can apply to anything, as long as you have the opportunity to do different things.
When did you first come up with the idea? Because I know we are now in the 10th anniversary of it, but how did that come about?
Well, I'm married to an actor, Antonio Di, and so I've been exposed to the arts ever since, we started dating and, some 20 years ago. And he was teaching an acting class at a group home, and that was my first time ever being exposed to kids in foster care, and that experience cracked my heart wide open to the point where I knew that I wanted to do something to make a difference in these kids' lives. And I know that I love the arts, and I'm like, give them that. Give them a platform to be seen and heard and celebrated. Well, this is our 10-year anniversary, and it's also our KiTS Awards, where we screen all the films that the kids made this year. And after the screening, we present them with awards for Best Actor, Best Screenplay, Best Film, Best Ensemble Cast. It's our version of the Golden Globes, the Academy Awards, just giving them that platform to be seen and heard and just celebrated.
Today I'm presenting. A few years ago I directed one of these, and just such a wonderful program, and I think the last few years I've just been too busy to be here, and I was so happy that I was able to be around to get back to these kids. It's really a wonderful program.
What do you think is important for people to know if they're thinking about adopting children from the foster care system?
I think you should absolutely do it. Okay, here's my little elevator pitch. First of all, if you don't do it, then you're also part of the problem because now you know that there is an issue. So you can't turn a blind eye. You can help if you don't want to take on the full task of fostering, then you could help another person who's a foster parent because fostering is very lonely. Los Angeles County alone makes up 10% of the kids in foster care for the entire United States, which is a huge problem. And upwards of 98% of our human trafficking victims, 70% of our incarcerated, and 50% of our homeless population all came from foster care. So if you are able to love a child and take them into your home, you're having a ripple effect, not just on that child's life, but on so many lives that they would be impacting. And really what they need is love, and they need security, and it's amazing. I am still a foster parent. I've adopted through foster care, and I will continue to foster kids for as long as they let me.
Tell us exactly what projects you guys were involved in.
I was involved in Burnt Feathers and Broken Wings.
And mine was a Majestic Wish.
Okay, so inspirations behind that, and what exactly you did on those films.
Ours was basically a documentary, and my inspiration was just everything that I've been through, you feel me? It's time to let it out. It's not good to keep it bottled up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's 4 girls.
4 girls.
Yeah, yeah.
Mine was just a romantic comedy. It was more like, it has reality, but then it's also, like a fantasy, but it also had a meaning behind it, like that never give up.
How do you think you've changed as a person after these now 6 years of, working with Kids in the Spotlight?
I think I grew up in a household where my dad worked in the foster care system, so I had a sense for how challenging that could be and how hard it could be on kids. But I think I have an even stronger sense of how sort of rigged the system is against these kids, and simultaneously how resilient they are and how they are ready for opportunities if opportunities are given to them. I've just seen so many of these kids that when they're given the opportunity are thriving with responsibility and with a big project like making a short film. And it translates into going to college, and I think it's less than 3% of the foster care system graduate from college. That percentage is much higher when they've gone through Kids in the Spotlight, much higher. I don't know that exact number, but there are lots of kids here that are going to college. I think it ends up having a big effect on their lives, and in doing so, it has a bigger effect on ours because we see what the possibilities are.
Thank you so much for watching. I'm AMY Cassandra Martinez with Hollywood First Look Features.